Hello friends, in this video we will be studying about the non-linear wave shaping. In the earlier videos we have seen the linear wave shaping part, in which we have considered high pass and low pass filter, and the circuit elements that we used were resistors, capacitors for bypassing the higher frequency or the lower frequency component based on high pass and low pass filter. Now let us start with the non-linear wave shaping. Now it is nothing but it is the process. So it is the process in which the waveform is altered by passing through a network made up of non-linear devices. Now these non-linear devices can be diode, it can be a transistor, or it can be a op-amp also. So in this video we will be considering diode as an element or diode as a device which will be used for non-linear wave shaping or for altering the waveforms, because diode is nothing but it is the device which has non-linear characteristics. So of course we will be considering diode. So by using diode, non-linear wave shaping will be undertaken. So the two main applications of non-linear wave shaping are clipper and the second one is clamper. Now what is the meaning of clipper and clamper? It is very important to know. So clipper is nothing but it is the process where non-linear devices are used in combination with the resistors to limit some or the certain level of the input. So it will limit some or certain level of input, and we will be using non-linear devices with resistors. And in clamper we will be using non-linear devices with energy storage device, that is called energy storage component, that is called as capacitor. And what it will be doing is it will be raising or restoring some DC level. It will be restoring some DC level. So of course when we will be starting with the two individual non-linear applications, that is clipper and clamper, we will be in details we'll be studying about the clipper and the clamper circuit. So let us move towards the first part, which is called as clipper. So before we start with the clipper, we are using a non-linear device called as diode. I have already told you that we will be using diode. So one should know about diode. Now how diode works. So you know that diode has two region of operation. One is called as forward bias, one is called as reverse bias. Now what is forward bias and what is reverse bias? So of course remember this, when we will be analyzing these circuits we will be assuming one thing, and that assumption will be assume the diode to be ideal. Assume the diode to be ideal. Now what is the meaning of diode to be ideal? Remember, if the diode is ideal, its forward resistance becomes 0 and its reverse resistance becomes infinity. That means there will not be any depletion layer between the P and the N type of material, or P or N type of the section that diode has. So the switching will be quite fast because we are considering the diode to be ideal. Remember this. So when the diode is ideal and when it is forward bias, the forward bias diode can be replaced by a short circuit. Remember, the forward bias diode can be replaced by a short circuit, and the reverse bias diode can be replaced by the open circuit. Because when the diode is ideal and it is in forward bias, now the maximum current will flow through the circuit, and therefore I can replace the forward bias diode by a short circuit, and a reverse bias diode can be replaced by open circuit, because in reverse bias no current flows, and therefore the reverse bias diode is equivalent to the open circuit where current becomes 0. Okay, so these are the two things that you need to remember while analyzing the circuits that we will be, of course, we will be looking at. Okay, so let us analyze it. So we are starting with the clipper part. So let us analyze the first part. So I am taking a simple circuit. It is a circuit with input resistance R. This is your input Vi, and I am using a diode, and that diode I am using with a battery. This is the battery plus minus V, and this is your output voltage V0. Let us say. So this is diode, this is the battery V that I am using. Now see, what will happen here is, if I consider the diode to be ideal, my first assumption will be assume the diode to be ideal. So assume the diode to be ideal. Now let us consider a first case where your Vi, the input that you applied, is greater than the voltage V, this battery voltage V. Now see what will happen. If the input voltage is greater than the battery voltage V, now just look at this diode. The anode of the diode is connected to the reference, the input voltage Vi, and the cathode of the diode is connected to the battery V. Both the connections, both the sections, anode and cathode, are connected to the positive side of the supply. So now we need to see whether the diode is in forward bias or reverse bias. Now see here, the input voltage is greater than the battery voltage. That means this portion is greater in amplitude as compared to the battery voltage. So it makes the anode of the diode at higher potential with respect to the cathode, and therefore the diode will be in forward bias. So I can say that the diode is in forward bias, and therefore it can be replaced by a short circuit. We have seen this. Forward bias diode can be replaced by a short circuit. So now replace diode by short circuit or a short. So let us see how the diagram will be modified. So now I will be having a short, and then I will be having a battery, and this is your output. So this is what is your input, this is resistance, this is plus minus battery V, this is your output V0, and the diode is being shorted. So I can write that condition to be D on condition, is diode in on condition. So D on condition, so diode is in forward bias. Now see what will happen here. The output is across this branch, and this branch has the voltage V. So this battery is appearing across as the output, and therefore automatically the output becomes plus V. So when the diode is in forward bias, the output is equal to plus V. Now similarly, what will happen if Vi is less than V? If Vi is less than V, that means the diode is going to be off now. Why? Because the input voltage is now less than, see, the input voltage is less than the voltage of the battery. So what will happen now? The cathode will be at higher potential with respect to anode, and that will make this diode reverse bias, and now the reverse bias diode can be replaced by the open circuit. See, reverse bias diode can be replaced by open circuit. So I can write diode is reverse bias, so diode can be replaced by open circuit. So if I draw the diagram here, the diagram will be, now see this, open circuit and a battery here, and this is your output V0. This is, now I will write D off condition, this is your plus minus V battery, this is resistance, and this is the input voltage Vi. Let us say the current flowing through this circuit is I. Now if I apply the KVL in this particular circuit, I will have Vi is equal to IR, the voltage across resistance is I multiplied by R, and output V0. But see this, because of the open circuit, the current value I is equal to 0. It is because of the open circuit. Because in open circuit no current flows, so I becomes 0. So if I becomes 0, this IR becomes 0, and therefore Vi will be equal to V0. So whatever input you apply will appear as the output in the second case. That means when the diode is in reverse bias. Remember this. So when the diode is in the reverse bias, the entire input will appear at the output. Now let us draw the input and the output waveform. Let us say I'm drawing the input waveform as a sinusoidal waveform, and I have applied, let us say, this Vi, and with respect to time I have applied. Now see what will be the output. This is the input first, so Vi is, let us say, more the greater value, and I'm defining V somewhere here, V, the battery voltage V. So if your input is greater than V, the output is going to be equal to what? It is equal to be V voltage. So the output in this case, it is going to be V, the output that I am drawing with red color. And when your input is less than V, means negative voltage, entire this voltage plus negative voltage, the output is going to be equal to the input voltage, means whatever you apply will appear as the output. See this is the output. So if I draw it separately, the output is going to be this. So what you have done is you have clipped this portion. This portion has been clipped from the sinusoidal wave, and that's why this is called as clipper. That's why this is called as clipper. So remember, so this is how we will be analyzing the different types of clippers. Now let's start with the types of clipper first. So I will be just considering the clipper types. Easy, very easy to understand. But remember the two conditions always. You need to understand whether when the diode is in forward bias and when the diode is in reverse bias. Okay, so let us try to start with simple types of clippers, and then we will be going for the combinational clippers, of course. So let me talk about the first type of clipper. Let us say the first type of clipper is parallel diode positive clipper. So I'm starting with that. Parallel diode positive clipper. Now what is the meaning of this parallel diode positive clipper? So what is the meaning of parallel? The diode will be connected in parallel. Now with respect to what it will be parallel? So of course that will be connected parallel to the input and the output. So diode will be connected in the position where it will be in parallel with the input as well as output. Okay, so it will be a simple circuit that we have already drawn. Let us say this is your diode with a battery positive and negative connected, and this is your output voltage V0, this is your dioU plus minus VR, the current flowing through it is I, and let us say this is Vi, the input voltage. So this is the circuit which will be called as parallel diode positive clipper. Why? Because this diode is now in parallel to the input as well as to the output. That's why it is called as parallel diode clipper. Okay. Now let us analyze it. So in this case, the anode of the diode is connected to the power supply, and the cathode is connected to the battery whose amplitude is positive V. Now for analyzing, let us start with our assumption, and that assumption is, you know that assumption is assume the diode to be ideal. Now what is the meaning of this assumption? When you assume the diode to be ideal, the forward bias diode can be replaced by short circuit and the reverse bias diode can be replaced by open circuit. So now let us start with the first case for analysis, and the first case says, let us say the value is like this: 0 less than equal to Vi is less than equal to V. Means your input is between 0 and V. So if I talk about, let us say, the input voltage, I am drawing it here, a sinusoidal waveform. And this is T, time T, and this is your input voltage Vi. So what is this condition? This condition is from 0 to V. So let me talk about this value to be V. So your input is from 0 to V, means I am applying a positive half cycle that will start from 0 and that will end at V. So I am not applying any voltage which is greater than V voltage. Okay. And let us talk about all the voltages which are less than 0 also, means I am talking about this also. Okay. So let us apply when Vi is less than 0 also. So I am applying both the conditions, 0 to V and less than V, all the values of negative half cycle as well as all the positive values which are from 0 to V. Okay, so it's the same condition that I am applying. Now in this condition what will happen, the anode of the diode will be at higher potential with respect to cathode because Vi is greater than V. So for all these values of V, now what will happen is the anode of the diode will be less positive with respect to cathode. The anode of the diode will be less positive, not greater positive, it will be less positive. So now what will happen is, now the diode will be in the reverse bias. So diode will be in reverse bias and now it can be replaced by open circuit, and it can be replaced by open circuit. And if it is replaced by open circuit, what will happen? The current value becomes 0. Remember, this current value becomes 0. So if I want to draw the circuit in very short format, so I will write just open circuit and a battery, and this is your output V0. So it is D off condition because the diode is in reverse bias, and this is battery V, this is the current I, this is resistance R, and this is your input voltage Vi. So I becomes 0. Now if I becomes 0, what will happen is now your V0 will be equal to Vi. The V0 will be equal to Vi because if you apply KVL here, the equation will be Vi is equal to IR plus V0, and IR becomes 0 because I is 0, so IR becomes 0, and therefore Vi is equal to V0. So I can write V0 is equal to Vi. So for that entire condition, the output will follow the input voltage. The output will follow the input voltage. Now just see the second condition. In the second condition, I am considering that input is greater than the voltage V. Means I am considering this voltage only, this much, where the input voltage goes higher than the battery voltage V. Now in this case, what will happen? The anode of the diode is at higher potential with respect to cathode, and therefore that this diode will be on, or I can say that diode will be in forward bias, and now it can be replaced by short circuit. So the circuit is going to be like this. This is going to be battery. This is your Vi, this is your resistance R, this is current R. So now you can see that the output is across this battery called as V, and therefore entire battery voltage V appears as the output, and therefore output will be V0 is equal to V. So now let us sketch the output waveform. What will be there? So you can see that this is going to be the output, the entire input cycle and the positive half cycle till what? Till the voltage V. This is your voltage V and this is your entire voltage. So the upper part is clipped, this part is clipped, and that's what is called as positive clipper. So positive clipper is the clipper where the positive section of the waveform is clipped. Now if I am not using this battery voltage, still I can get the positive clipper, remember. So in that case what will happen, the entire positive section will be clipped and the negative section will be as it is. The best example of the positive clip, the best example of the negative clipper where the entire negative waveform is clipped, only positive waveform that you get is a half wave rectifier. Remember, in the half wave rectifier what you get only positive half cycles and negative half cycles are removed, and therefore I can say that half wave rectifier is the best example of negative clipper. Okay, parallel diode negative clipper. Okay, now we will be of course looking at this condition. So parallel diode negative clipper, the second one. So I am just taking the second part, which is called as first we have seen parallel diode positive clipper. Now we are talking about parallel diode negative clipper. So if I am using this circuit without any battery voltage V, you will of course you can relate that circuit to the half wave rectifier. Okay, so what I will be doing is the similar kind of structure circuit I will be using, what I am doing is I am changing the direction of the diode. Instead of diode being positive, see the connection is reversed, and the battery connection is also reversed. So there V0 minus V battery, this is diode, this is resistance, current I, and this is your input voltage Vi. Okay, let us assume for analysis, assume diode is ideal. If the diode is ideal, of course the forward bias diode can be replaced by short circuit and the reverse bias diode can be replaced by open circuit. So let us assume the first condition. Now I am considering that the input voltage Vi is greater than or equal to minus V voltage. Okay, so let us apply the input voltage here. The input voltage is a sinusoidal wave, of course. This is T, this is your Vi. Okay, now let us see how we can solve this. So how much voltage you are applying? You are applying the voltage which is greater than minus V. Let us say this is your minus V level. So you are applying the voltage this much as well as the entire positive half cycle. So you are applying positive half cycle as well as all the negative voltages till minus V. Okay, now you have not applied that upper voltage which is greater than minus V. Okay. Now let us talk about this. So in this case, what will happen? The cathode of the diode, this one, is at higher potential with respect to anode, and therefore the diode will be in reverse bias. Remember, what will happen? The diode will be in reverse bias and can be replaced by open circuit. And if the diode is in open circuit, of course the current becomes zero. So if the current is becoming zero, entire input appears at the output. Remember, entire input appears at the output. So for this shaded section, the entire output is going to be same as that of the input. Now let's apply the second condition where your Vi is greater than minus V. Means it's more negative now with respect to the battery. Okay. So for example, if I am applying plus 5 and minus 5 volt, the input is now minus 4 and the battery voltage is minus 3, consider it. So I am considering the voltages minus 4 and minus 5. So this is minus 3, let us say, and this is minus 4 and minus 5 that I am applying, just for understanding purpose. Now what will happen? In this case, the diode will be in forward bias and can be replaced by a short circuit. And if the diode is replaced by a short circuit, this entire battery appears at the output. Means regardless of this entire structure, the circuit features, the output is going to be minus V, because this minus V battery appears across the output and this is replaced by a short. So therefore output is going to be minus V. Now let us sketch the output waveform. So entire positive section will be as it is, negative section will be as it is till voltage called as minus V, and above minus V this is going to be clipped. This is going to be clipped, and you are clipping which portion? You are clipping the negative portion of the waveform, and that's why this is called as negative clipper. And why it is called as parallel diode? Because diode is connected in parallel with the input and the output waveform, remember. So we have seen two types of clippers here. One is parallel diode positive clipper and another is called as parallel diode negative clipper. Now let us take series clippers. So series diode positive clipper and series diode negative clipper. So my third part that I am considering here is series diode positive clipper. Instead of connecting the diode in parallel, now we will be connecting the diode in series. So of course the circuit arrangement is going to change, and so as the analysis. So let's start with that. It's quite easy. So series diode positive clipper. So let me connect the diode now. And of course a battery that we are using for reference. And this is going to be your output voltage V0. This is the resistance R. This is your going to minus V. This is diode, and this is your input voltage Vi. So this is the circuit that we are talking about, which is called as series diode positive clipper. So what will happen? It will clip the positive section of the waveform because it is a positive clipper, and the diode is connected in series between the input and the output waveform. That's why this name series diode clipper. Okay, again the assumption is going to be same, so assume diode to be ideal. Now what is the meaning of diode to be ideal? Diode to be ideal means the forward bias diode can be replaced by the short circuit and the reverse bias diode can be replaced by the open circuit. Okay, so let me apply the input waveform so that you can understand. This is the input waveform that we have applied, Vi, and this is time t. Let us see how the circuit is going to alter it. So in this type of diode, of course, you can see that the diode is in this type of clipper, the diode is connected in series between the input and the output, and a battery is used, which is positive battery, of course. So let us consider cases that we are usually taking. So the first case is input voltage Vi is less than V. So what I am doing is, let me talk about this level V. So I am considering this entire thing. See, the entire negative voltage and the positive voltage till V. So upper clip, this upper portion I have not taken into consideration. So this is the meaning of Vi less than or equal to V, I can say. Okay. Now in this case, what will happen? In this case, the anode of the diode, this one, is at the higher potential with respect to, sorry, the anode of the diode means this voltage is at higher potential with respect to cathode. Vi is less than V. So of course the anode is at higher potential with respect to cathode, and that will drive the diode into reverse bias. That will drive the diode into reverse bias, and therefore what will happen is, sorry, not reverse bias, it will be forward bias. Why? Because the battery voltage V is greater. See, the input is lesser than the battery voltage V, so the V is applied to the anode and Vi is applied to the cathode. So cathode is less and anode is higher. So anode is at higher potential with respect to cathode, and therefore diode will be replaced by short circuit because the diode is in forward bias now. So if the diode is in forward bias, I will write diode is in forward bias and it can be replaced by a short. See the circuit arrangement now. This is your input voltage. Now diode is replaced by a short, and that short is called as D on because the diode is in on condition. Then a resistance and a battery voltage plus V. This is resistance and output. Now here the output is across these two elements, battery V and the resistance R. Okay. So now what I will be doing is I will be just writing the equation. So if I apply KVL, that is going to be Vi is equal to IR plus V. Okay. And what is V0? V0 is of course IR plus V because output is across these two things and the current flowing through is I. So it is IR plus V, that is the output. So you can see that V0 and Vi, they both have same value. So I can write that Vi is equal to V0. Therefore Vi is equal to V0. So entire input is equal to the output voltage in this case. Remember, this is exactly opposite to that of the previous case. In the previous case, when the diode was in forward bias, the output was coming out to be battery voltage. Remember this. Okay. Now let's consider the second case where your input voltage Vi is greater than V. It is greater than V. Means I'm now talking about this voltage. Okay. Now what will happen here? Now the cathode of the diode will be at higher potential with respect to anode, and that will drive the diode into reverse bias. Now diode will be in the reverse bias and it can be replaced by open circuit, and therefore I becomes 0. And if I becomes 0, the output voltage is IR plus V. Okay, see here, IR plus V, and therefore V0 will be equal to V. Therefore V0 will be equal to V because I is equal to 0, so IR becomes 0 and therefore V0 is equal to V. Now how the output waveform will be? The output waveform will be entire negative half cycle and the positive half cycle till the voltage V. Till the voltage V. And the upper portion is going to be clipped. Okay, so this is going to be the output, that the section that I am shading. Okay, and this is the thing which can be clipped, and that's why it is called as positive clipper, because the positive section of the output wave or the input waveform is clipped by using this particular circuit. That's why it is called as series diode positive clipper. Now in the similar case, we can of course we can modify this circuit and we can make a series diode negative clipper also. So what will be the changes? I will tell you. The changes will be, this diode is going to be, of course its ends will be interchanged, means now the diode is going to be like this. Okay, and this battery voltage plus V will be replaced by minus V. So your battery will be like this, minus and plus V. And the analysis is going to be similar to that, and therefore the output is going to be, because it is a negative clipper, entire positive half cycle and the negative half cycle till the voltage minus V, and this upper section is going to be clipped. So by alteration in this circuit we can make it series diode negative clipper also. I hope you can relate it to the series diode positive clipper. Now let us start with the important type of clipper which we use in the circuit, because till now what we were doing is we were either clipping the positive section of the waveform or the negative section of the waveform. But what if we simultaneously want to clip either the positive section or the negative section? So for that purpose a clipper is used which is called as combinational clipper. Combinational clipper. So this combinational clipper is going to clip the positive and the negative section simultaneously. Okay, so let us start with that. So I will be considering three types in it. The first one is, let us say the first one is, I am just defining the condition. So the first one is the clipper that clips both positive and negative half cycles at different voltage levels. So what is the meaning of this? If you apply, let us say, I will take example of a sinusoidal wave. So if I apply sinusoidal wave which is plus 5 volts and minus 5 volts, now what I want is, I want to clip the positive half cycle at, let us say, plus 3 volts, and I want to clip the negative half cycle at minus 4 volts. So both the voltages are of course different, so you need to clip it simultaneously. So you need a circuit which is going to clip the positive half cycle at certain voltage and negative half cycle at certain voltage. Okay, so let us see that. So for that purpose let us apply a sinusoidal wave. So this is going to be your input waveform, Vi and T, and the circuit that we will be considering. So let us say the input resistance. Then now I will be using two diode circuit. So this is my first diode connected to positive battery, and another diode connected in opposite direction with a negative battery, and from there let us take the output V0. So let us say this is diode D1, this is diode D2, this is plus minus V volt, and this is minus plus V2. So this is V1 battery, this is V2 battery. V1 battery is positive battery, V2 is negative battery, and this is the resistance R, and this is your input side VR. Okay, so this is the circuit. Now what we will be doing is, we will be clipping the positive half cycle and the negative half cycle simultaneously and at the different voltages, because V1 and V2 are not same. We will consider that V1 and V2 are different. Okay. Now it is the multi-diode clipper wherein the anode of first diode, that is D1, is connected to the power supply and the cathode is connected to the positive battery V1, while the cathode of diode D2 is connected to the power supply and anode is connected to the minus terminal of the battery V2. Okay. Now what we are doing is we will assume, the analysis will start with the assumption, assume the diode to be ideal. Of course, why we assume it? Because then we can, when the diode is in forward bias, I can replace it by forward bias, and when replaced by short circuit, and when the diode is in the reverse bias, it can be replaced by open circuit. Now let us consider the first case. Now I am considering that 0 is less than equal to Vi is less than or equal to V1. I am considering this. So now here we need to mark two things. Let us define V1 and V2. So V1 is this level, upper level, and let us say V2 is the minus level. Okay, V2 is the minus battery, so I am considering V2 to be the minus level. Now you are considering that the input voltage is in between 0 and V1, means this voltage from 0 to V1. You are considering this shaded portion only till this point, called as V1. Okay. Now in this case what will happen, the anode of diode D1, means this point, is less positive with respect to cathode, is less positive with respect to cathode. Why? Because the input voltage is lesser than V1. So cathode is more positive with respect to anode, and therefore the diode will be in the reverse bias and it can be replaced by open circuit. So diode D1 can be replaced by open circuit because it is reverse bias. So we'll write, in this case D1 will be reverse bias and can be replaced by open circuit. But what about D2? The diode D2 will also act in the reverse bias. Why? Because V2 battery is negative and you are applying a positive voltage at the cathode. So cathode is at higher potential with respect to anode, and that will make D2 also in reverse bias and it can be replaced by open circuit. So both the diodes are in reverse bias and they can be replaced by the open circuit. So let us draw it quickly. So this is your plus battery. Second diode is also reverse bias and it can be replaced by my open circuit, and a battery voltage Vi. This is the input voltage, this is resistance, this is D1 off condition, this is D2 off condition, this is your, okay, this is your minus V2 battery, this is your plus V1 battery, and this is going to be output V0. Now let us check how the output is going to be here. See what will happen here. The output voltage V0 of T is equal to, what will happen, because the currents are 0. Okay, so current is 0. So what will happen? The entire input will appear at the output. The entire input will be appearing at the output. Why? I will tell you. Because here the output is going to be V0 of T is equal to I multiplied by R, and Vi is also equal to I into R, and therefore V0 will be equal to Vi. The entire output will appear at the input, or the input will appear at the output. In the second case now, condition number 2 I am considering. So let us say, considering second condition, the input voltage is greater than V1. So I am talking about the upper voltage. So if that is the case, what will happen is, in this case now diode D1 will become forward bias and D2 will remain in reverse bias. So this is going to be replaced by short circuit and this is going to be replaced by open circuit as it is. So I can draw the diagram. Now it is going to be short and there will be a battery V1 and here open circuit with the negative battery V2, and here I will be getting the output V0. And this is your resistance R, the current flowing through is I. Now in this case what will happen if I apply the KVL? See, battery voltage V1 is directly appearing across the output, so I can directly write V0 will be equal to V1. Why? Because your output is directly across V1. This branch is open, so the current flowing through this circuit is going to be 0, and therefore I can remove this branch, and therefore V0 is directly appearing across the battery V1, so therefore output will be equal to the battery voltage V1. Okay. Now let us consider the third case. I am considering the next case where 0 is greater than or equal to Vi is greater than or equal to minus V2. Means I am considering the input voltage to be negative, but that negative voltage is lesser than minus V2 voltage. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? In this case, again both the diodes D1 and D2 will be reverse bias and can be replaced by open circuit. So it is similar to the case number 1, where both the diodes were reverse bias and we have replaced them by open circuit, and therefore input will be equal to output. The similar case. In the first case also, the input was same as that of the output, and therefore I will say that the entire input will appear at the output. Now let us consider the fourth case, where your input is greater than, now lesser than, I will write minus V2, means it is minus 5 or minus 6. If I consider the 6 volt battery, and if I consider that, so now your input is more negative with respect to the negative battery. Now with here what will happen is your D1 will be reverse bias, D2 will be forward bias. So D1 will be replaced by open circuit and D2 will be replaced by a short circuit. Now what will happen is the entire battery voltage, see I will draw this diagram. So this is open circuit and this is your battery V1, and then I have short circuit point, this is called as a D2 on condition. Okay, this is D1 off condition, and this is the battery, negative battery minus V2, and this is going to be across the output voltage V0. So this is V0. Now this battery voltage minus V2 appears directly across the output, and I can say therefore V2 is equal to, V0 is equal to minus V2. Okay, so this is the case. Now let us draw the output waveform. So output waveform will be like this. So just I'm drawing the input and the output waveform in dotted lines, and let us sketch it by the red color so that you can understand. So this is your V0 versus time t. Let me consider this to be V1 and somewhere it is to be minus V2. So the input will be till V1. From V1 it will be clipped. Then here it will be till minus V2, and from minus V2 it will be clipped. So this section is going to be clipped and this section is going to be clipped. Now you can have different battery values. So consider that the input voltage that you apply was 5 volts positive and 5 volts negative, and V1 you used is plus 3 volts and V2 used is minus 4 volts. Now your output is going to be the sinusoidal wave with plus 3 volts, and in the negative side it is going to be equal to minus 4 volts. So by using two different reference batteries that we have used in this case called as V1 and V2, you can clip the positive and the negative section of the battery of the waveform simultaneously with these reference voltages V1 and V2. Okay, this was the first type where the clippers were clipping the simultaneously. Now what is the second case that I am considering is the clipper that clips the entire negative half cycle and the positive half cycle at different levels. Means somewhat like if I want to draw, so it will be like this. So I want the clipping to occur maybe like this, and the entire negative half cycle should be clipped. This can also be done by using the combinational clipper. So in that case what we need to do is we need to take both the batteries to be positive, remember. So the diode combination will be as it is, only both the batteries will be positive. It will not be one positive, one negative. Both the batteries will be positive. So you can have diode which will clip the entire negative half cycle and the positive half cycle into two sections. Okay. Now let us consider the third type, which is called as avalanche using Zener diode, the combination clipper using Zener diodes. So I can use it by using, I can write it like avalanche clipper. So avalanche clipper, or a clipper using Zener diode. Avalanche clipper or clipper using Zener diode. So again, you know that when breakdown occurs in Zener diode, we get the constant voltage across it. So that particular property of the Zener diode will be used here as a clipper. So I'm just drawing the diagram for that. So I will be using two Zener diodes here, and of course they are connected back to back, and here I will be getting the output voltage V0. Let us say the breakdown voltage of the first diode is DZ1, and the breakdown voltage of the second diode DZ2 is VZ2. So I am considering the Zener voltages or the Zener breakdown voltages to be VZ1 and VZ2 for the diode DZ1 and DZ2. And let us say this is the resistance R, this is the current I, and this is the input voltage Vi. Okay. Now see what will happen. In this circuit, the input voltage Vi, the power supply, and there are two Zener diodes which are connected back to back. The cathode of DZ1, the first Zener diode DZ1, is connected to the power supply and the positive side of the power supply, and the cathode of DZ2 is connected to the negative supply of the power supply that you have used. Okay. Now let us say the condition 1, if 0 is less than Vi is less than equal to VZ1, means I am talking about the positive half cycle. So for positive half cycle, the diode DZ1 will be in reverse bias. So it is going to be in reverse bias, of course, because the negative voltage is going to be, the positive voltage is going to be applied here. So DZ1 will be reverse bias, and DZ2 is going to be forward bias. Therefore, now DZ1 can be replaced by open circuit and DZ2 can be replaced by short circuit. So my diagram will become like this. See, this is your input resistance. Now open circuit at DZ1 and short circuit at DZ2. So DZ1 and DZ2, so it is VZ2 that I am getting here. Resistance R, this is your input voltage Vi, and this is your output voltage V0. Now therefore what will happen here is the entire voltage will appear, see, because of DZ, because the open circuit, the current will become 0, and therefore the entire input will appear at the output. So Vi will be equal to V0. Remember this, Vi is going to be equal to V0. Now the second condition I am considering is Vi is greater than VZ1. So what will happen now? Now the diode DZ1 will be reverse bias, but now what will happen? It will break down, and once it is break down, now it can be replaced by the breakdown voltage VZ1. Similarly, DZ2 will be in the reverse bias, but it is not in breakdown, so it will be replaced by, it is forward bias, and it is replaced by short circuit. So my diagram becomes, now I am considering it to be VZ1, and this is VZ2, but it is only shorted, and therefore this is going to be the output R. So now the output appears across the battery VZ1, which is providing you the constant voltage, and therefore V0 will be equal to VZ1. Similarly, third case, when your input voltage is negative, that is 0 greater than equal to Vi greater than equal to VZ2. Now what will happen is diode DZ1 will be forward bias. So DZ1 will be forward bias, and diode DZ2 is going to be reverse bias, but it has not reached its breakdown. Okay, so it is short circuited and it is open circuited. So similar kind of diagram we can draw that we have drawn in the first case. Just drawing it here, so it is going to be short DZ1 and DZ2 will be open. So this DZ2 is off, and here you are getting V0. Here Vi and resistance R. So of course Vi will be appearing across the outputs, therefore input will be equal to output. Now the fourth case is when Vi is less than minus Vz2. Vi is less than minus Vz2. So what will happen here is, now your D2 DZ1 is going to be forward bias, so replaced by short circuit, and DZ2 will be a reverse bias, and it is in the breakdown, so it is going to be replaced by a battery which has the value Vz2 equal to minus Vz2, because now you will be getting the constant voltage across it. So the diagram will be resistance and a battery voltage, negative, positive, like this, minus Vz2. So that minus Vz2 now appears across the output, and therefore I can write V0 is equal to minus Vz2. Now how you can draw the input and the output waveforms? Let us simultaneously draw it. So I am drawing V0, T, and in dotted lines I am drawing the input waveform that we applied. Somewhat like this. Now I am marking 2 points. Let us say it is VZ1 positive, VZ2 negative. So in the upper portion, the output will rise till VZ1, and then from VZ1 it is going to be clipped till VZ2. So it is going to be like this. So this upper portion is going to be clipped. And this is called as the combinational clipping using Zener diode, or I can say it is called as the avalanche clipping. Okay, so this was about the clipper. So we will consider the numericals in the next video. Till then, happy learning. Thank you.